Hey everybody. Hello guys. How you guys doing this afternoon? Hope you guys are doing wonderful. I came on just to bring you guys the breakdown of the indictment, the YSL indictment. Let me say hello to the people in the chat first. Hello, Nosy Rosie. Hey, Emily. Hey, Steph. Hey, Lady Coltrane. Hey, Bree. Hey, Angie. Hey, Linda. Hey, Fee. Hey, Emmanuel. Hey, you guys like my glasses? I got my new glasses finally. Finally, I got my glasses and I can see better now. Micah, hey. Okay, all right, guys, I gotta get started because we got a long way to go. Hey, Tony. All right, guys. Looking like money. Okay. All right, let's go. All right. Thank you, guys. I'm engulfing all this compliment. Thank you, people. Thank you for the compliment. But let's get started because I don't want to play around too long. So let's go ahead on and do what we need to do. All right, guys. You guys know about the YSL Rico trial that YoungThug is part of. In May 2022, YoungThug, aka Jeffrey William, aka YoungThug, was arrested as being part of a RICO trial. Right? A lot of people don't know what the charges are. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up the original paperwork of the charges. The original indictment was done in May 2022, right? And this is the indictment right here, right? Let me just bring it up. I'm going to tell you what they were charged for. And originally, if you can see, I'm going to focus on Jeffrey Williams. If you can see, he was charged with 27 other individuals, which was a total of 28 on this RICO trial, right? It's gang related. And they had originally a total of 56 counts for this trial. This indictment. And that was done on May 9th, 2022, right? There was 56. And the two charges that Jeffrey originally had was counts 1, which is conspiracy to violate the RICO Act, right? And 56, which was participating in a criminal street gang. That was the two that he was originally charged for. But as of August 2022, they did a re-indictment, and that's where we're going to go for work through. Let me stop sharing this. And the re-indictment came, and they gave it a new case number. And here it is. 1 second. They gave a new case number right here. This is what. And this one here, he is charged. Jeffrey Williams has 8 charges in this. And we're going to go over the 8 charges. If you see, he has charge number 1, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. Okay? And we're going to go through all the counts and what the counts consist of. You guys ready? Guys ready? All right, let's go. We don't have court today because this is a week of the holiday, the Thanksgiving spring break holiday week. There's not going to be any court at all, okay? But tomorrow we're going to have motions being conducted, motion hearing being conducted. That's going to be tomorrow morning. And then on, it's going to be Tuesday and Wednesday. There's going to be motion for these cases, okay? I think Mr. Steele has motion. Mr. Weinstein has motion, as well as Ms. D. Love, all right? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Y'all, I can see better now. Randa coming up here starting trouble because she's gonna be like, you can't have no excuse not to be able to see anymore. I don't have an excuse not to be able to see. Okay. Do you mean Easter? You said that. Yeah, come on now. Y'all know what I mean. So stop it with the correction. Y'all know exactly what I mean. Y'all know exactly what I mean. So stop it. I'm not okay. I'm not in it for today, y'all. Let's like come after me now. Don't come after me because y'all gonna start getting the new Sylvia. I got new glasses, a new attitude too. Okay, so don't come at me because then you be like, oh, I thought she was a church lady. So don't come at me. Okay, you knew what I meant. I said spring break as well. All right, let's go. People always try to find errors in folks. All right, let's go. If you guys can see that the indictment number now is 22. It used to be 22 SC 182273. But as of August 2022, it is 22 SC 183572. And the defendants that are part of this case, there are 28. First one is Khalif Adam, aka Bobby Hunt, Martinez Arnold, aka Duke, Durante Beebe, aka B or aka B, Demonte Blaylock, Demon, I don't know how to say these people's name, Blaylock, aka Bally, Jarvis Bradford, aka Tuda, Justin Cobb, aka Duwap, I don't know. Cordelius Dorsey, aka Polo, aka Juicy, Christian Eppinger, aka Barris, Miles Farley, aka Slato, aka Little Miles, Devon Fleetwood, aka Fortray, aka Psycho, Demonkin Garlington, aka D, aka I don't know, Sarafax. Okay. Scarface. Is that Scarface, y'all? Is that Scarface? Scarface, I guess. I don't know. Scarface. The next one is Quantavious Greer, aka Funk. Marquavius Huey, aka Quay. DeMonte Kendrick, aka Yak Gotti. Sergio Kitchen, aka Gunna. Wooney Lee, aka Slime Life Shorty. Demons McCullen, aka Nard. Tanquavius Mender, aka Nard, aka Stunner. Walter Murphy, aka DK. Jaden Merrick, aka Set Trip, aka J-Man. Quavmarius Nichols, Quavmarius Nickel, aka Quay. Rodrelius Ryan, aka Little Rod. Antonio Sledge, aka Monk Tunk. Tontravius is Stewart? Okay. And okay, Trontavious Stevens, aka Tick, aka Slug. Shannon Stillwell, aka Shannon Jackson, aka SB. Antonio Sumlin, aka Obama. Jeffrey Williams, aka YoungThug, aka Slime. Jimmy Winfrey, aka Roscoe. Those were the 28 individuals that was charged in this RICO indictment. And what we're going to do next is going to read all the counts. These are the counts. There are 61 counts. Let's see, make sure. No, 65 counts. There's 65 counts, and there are 191 acts. Over here, it's going to show you the acts. 191, sorry. Go all the way down, it's 191 act. Okay. These are the acts that we're going to go through. I'm going to go all the way down. It's 191 of these things. Oh, okay. I was trying to pull it down. Okay, it's not letting me go down. Okay, we're going to go back up, okay? And when we go down there, we're going to read it all. Let's go back up. All right. Here are the counts. There's 65 counts, right? First count is the one that everyone in this indictment has been charged with. And that is 1, conspiracy to violate the Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organization Act, OCGA 16-14-4-C. Okay. So everyone that is part of this RICO has count 1 on their indictment. Okay. The next, number 2, is murder. And we're going to see who's being charged with murder. Number 3 is armed robbery. Number 4 is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, OCGA 16 dash. I'm not going to read the numbers of the actual crime. I'm just going to give you the definition, the word, what crime it is. Next, number 5 is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which is the same thing up here. I don't know why they separated, but that's another one. Number 6 is possession of a firearm during commission of a felony. 7 is possession of a firearm during commission of a felony. Number 8, theft by receiving stolen property. Number 9, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, OCGA. Number 10 is violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act again. Number 11 is possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Number 12 is participating in criminal street gang activity. Number 13, theft by receiving stolen property. 14, armed robbery. 15, armed robbery. 16, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. 17, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. 18, hijack of a motor vehicle in the first degree. Hijacking a motor vehicle in the first degree. Number 19, possession of a firearm during commission of a felony. 20, possession of a firearm during commission of a felony. 21, participating in a street gang activity. 22, participating in a criminal street gang activity. Same one as before. I know I skipped the word, but my apologies. Participating in street gang activity again for 23. 24 is violation of a Georgia Controlled Substance Act. 25 is possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. So no, 25 is possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. 26, participation in street gang activity. 27, armed robbery. 28, hijack of a motor vehicle in the first degree. 29, possession of a firearm by a first offender probation. 30, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. 31, theft by taking. 32, attempted murder. 33, attempted murder. 34, possession of a firearm by first offender probation. 35, possession of a firearm by a first offender probation. 36, possession of a firearm during commission of a felony. 37, possession of a firearm during commission of a felony. 38, participation in a criminal street gang activity. 39, participation in a street gang activity. 40, attempted murder. 41, possession of a weapon by an incarcerated individual. 42, participation in a criminal street gang activity. 43, participation in criminal street gang activity. 44, possession of a weapon by an incarcerated individual. 45, possession of a telecommunication device by an incarcerated individual. 46, participation in criminal street gang activity. 47, conspiracy to commit a crime. 48, participation in criminal street gang activity. 49, murder. 50, participating in criminal street gang activity. 51, participation in a criminal street gang activity. 52, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon previously convicted of a felony involving the use or possession of a firearm. 53, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon previously convicted of felony involving the use of or possession of a firearm. 54, possession of a firearm during commission of a felony. 55, conspiracy to commit a crime. 56, participation in a criminal street gang activity. 57, participation in a criminal street gang activity. 58, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. 59, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. 60, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. 61, possession of a firearm during commission of a felony. 62, possession of a machine gun. 63, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon previously convicted of a felony involving the use or possession of a firearm. 64, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon previously convicted of felony involving the use or possession of a firearm. And 65, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon previously convicted or of felony involving the use of or possession of a firearm. Okay, guys, Jeffrey, in the most recent indictment, the one that I read last, the one that ends with 72, he was charged with 8 charges, right? The first one is he was charged with this one, conspiracy of violating the racketeering influenced and corrupt Organization Act. That's number 1. He was charged with 56. 56 is participating in a criminal street gang activity, OCGA. 57, he has that one, same thing. 58, he has the same violation of a Georgia controlled substance, right? 59, he got violation of controlled substance again. He got 60, violation of controlled substance. 61, possession of a firearm during commission of a felony. And then 62, possession of a machine gun. So those are the charges that he has. And that's what has him as part of this this indictment. Okay. Now we're going to go down to see the acts, right? The acts that were committed that are being charged, allegedly charged. Well, some of them is not alleged because some of the individuals are in jail and prison for these acts, right? Okay, now you see count 1, which is that conspiracy, the RICO. You see every single one of the defendants, all 28, one of these individuals are part of the that first charge. Every single one, 28 people, right? Now, when you go down to the this is going to give you a breakdown what the conspiracy of that racketeering charges are, the RICO charge. So we're going to go ahead and read those and get a full understanding. Did you ask this same BS with? Okay, I'm going to go in and read some of you guys' comments. Hold on a second. I'm going to read some of you guys' comment and see what you guys are saying before we go in. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Micah said Roscoe is one who ran for about a year but was caught last year. Yes. Where's Khalif? Khalif is still, he is part of the second half that is going to trial. Khalifa Adam, he's part of the second group of individuals, that the part of the 12. Remember there's 12? Okay, let's go back. There's 6 right now that are in the first set of the trial. There is 12 that's going to come after the first. They were severed from this particular trial, right, for a different reason. And then you have 10 that took plea deal. Okay, got 10 that took plea deal, 12 that's coming for the second half of trial, and then you have 6 that are in trial right now. That's a total of 28 individuals. Okay, all right. Some of them should have been charged. Shouldn't have been charged. Khalif is doing life. Lil Rod and Polo too. Oh, you forgot about Micah. You forgot about Eppinger. Eppinger is doing life as well. You got Eppinger. And Little Rod, I want to tell you guys, Little Rod, as of recently, his case was overturned. His case is overturned, and he has a new trial coming up. So that's what some of the hearings have been about as well. Not the ones here, but behind the scene in other courtrooms. Okay. Stacking charges. Majority of these guys did time already. Why isn't he appearing in this case? Why isn't who appearing in this case? Who are you asking, tall glass? Okay, so they're trying double jeopardy on these guys. How many counts of gang activity gives me a break? Okay. Has Brian filed a motion yet? He was given until today. Yes, Rico will be thrown out. I was going to say it sounds like double jeopardy. Same BS with the gun charge. A lot of the witnesses say they have not testified. They will not testify, and they will be forced to be like Miss Bennett at Tall Glass. It's a joke. They were so dangerous, like they said. Why are we down to 7? It's 6, not 7. It's 6, Micah. It's 6. Glanville is just holding on this joke of a trial for attention instead of granting mistrial. This grand jury morning, based on how this is written, the whole DA team should be brought on charges. Let's give the host. Okay, we got that one. Let's see. Kiki says, hey chat. Okay. What about Maverick? Was he live before? Yeah, he's still doing live. Yep. Micah was recruited. Was recruited 5? No, I explained about the recruital. I can't even say the word. No, that's not going to be filed. And I'm going to explain to you why it's not going to be filed. Okay. Why did Pee Wee get out on bond when he is a flight risk? If they are so dangerous, why are they giving plea deal? I thought it was denied. Toya asked, okay. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for your comment. And I'm going to explain why that Mr. Steele has not filed that, not the most recent one, but the one earlier. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me see. We gotta All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and read this conspiracy thing here, and then I'm gonna go and give you guys some more stuff. This is for, okay, guys, I know a lot of you guys know this case by like the back of your hand, but there are some people who reached out to me and asked me, can I do like a review, what they're being charged with and stuff like that. So this is like a review for those who don't know anything about this case. So I'm just reading to them what the case is about. So I'm going to basically ignore your questions right now because I'm only trying to get this for those people who reached out to me to ask me what's this case all about. Okay, so just bear with me. If I get through with this, I'll answer your question, but right now I want to focus on getting the indictment information out to those who are behind and don't understand what this case is about. We know we have a whole bunch of new people in this chat who just started watching this case and they are not familiar with what's happening. So I'm just going to give them a little catch up on the indictment itself. Okay, just bear with me. All right. So guys, this is what they're being charged. It says here that these individuals here is being charged with the offense of conspiracy to violate the Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organization Act, OCGA 16-14-4C. For the said accused, together with unindicted co-conspirators in the state of Georgia and the county of Fulton, on or between the dates the 24th of January 2023 and the 8th of May 2022, did unlawfully conspire to acquire and maintain direct and indirect an interest in and control of United States currency and other personal property through a pattern of racketeering activity in violation of OCGA 14-4-4. 16-14-4A, and while associated with an enterprise, did unlawfully conspire to conduct and participate in directly and indirectly such enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity in violation of OCGA 16-14-4B, as described below, and incorporated by reference as if fully set forth herein, contrary to the law of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity of. Okay, now part one is going to give you the definition of the conspiracy. Okay, now listen closely. This is what they're saying, that these individuals are, every single individual on this indictment have this part, which is the racketeering part. And this is what they're saying, that all these individuals conspire with one another in some form in furtherance of the enterprise. Okay. Part one, the conspiracy. As associates of the enterprise, Young Slime Life, herein after YSL, the defendants conspire to associate together with others for the common purposes of illegally obtaining money and property through a pattern of racketeering activity and conducting and participating in the enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity in furtherance of the conspiracy. The defendants engaged in the activities enumerated herein. The objective of the conspiracy included, but were not limited to. Now, this is what they're saying: preserving and protecting and enhancing the reputation, power, and territory of the enterprise through acts of racketeering activity, including murder, assault, and threats of violence. Next one. Preserving, protecting, and enhancing the reputation, power, and territory of the enterprise by posting of messages, images, video, and songs demonstrating allegiance to the enterprise and a willingness to engage in violence on its behalf. Next one. Maintaining armed individual ready and willing to preserve, protect, and enhance the reputation, power, and territory of the enterprise through the use of violence. Next one. Obtaining money, weapons, and other property through the acts of racketeering activity, including robbery, theft, and the unlawful sale and distribution of drugs, and obstructing law enforcement, investigation, and court proceeding through witness intimidation and attacks upon law enforcement officers. So that is what they're saying that they conspired to do. So they say that they use videos, they use songs, they use images, messages on social media to try to scare folks to enhance the reputation of this enterprise. And the enterprise is supposed to be YSL. So do everybody understand what this conspiracy is all about? Everybody get it? All right, let's go to the next part. All right, the next part, it says part 2. Now they're going to describe what the enterprise is. They're going to give you some history of the enterprise. How do you identify them as being an enterprise as part of this particular criminal enterprise? Okay, here we go. Part 2, the enterprise. A, the enterprise. YSL is an enterprise consisting of a group of individuals associated, in fact, although not a legal entity. YSL constitutes an ongoing organization whose associates function as a continuing unit for the common purpose of achieving the objective of the enterprise. B, YSL. 1. History. YSL is a criminal street gang that started in the late 2012 in the Cleveland Avenue area of Atlanta, Georgia. YSL claim affiliation with the National Bloods gang. YSL's founders were Jeffrey Williams, aka YoungThug, aka Slime, Walter Murphy, aka DK, and Trantavious Stephen, aka Tick, aka Slug. Jeffrey Williams, an Atlanta-based hip-hop artist, and YSL as well-known name by referring it to his songs on social media. Songs and on social media. So they're basically saying that the history of the YSL came back, started with Jeffrey Williams, Murphy, Walter Murphy, and Trantavious Stevens. Okay. Now here is the number 2, identifiers. YSL associates use a variety of identifiers, including colors, clothing, tattoos, and hand sign, as well as verbal and written identifiers. YSL claims affiliation with the National Blood Gang and Bloods gang, and some associate also claimed the Blood subset gang, Sex, Money, Murder, or 30 Deep. YSL associates often display their colors by wearing a green or red bandana on their person, a practice known as flagging. YSL associates often wear clothing with the letters YSL or the word slimes printed on them. YSL associates also often wear pendants displaying the letters YSL or the word SLAT, SLATT, SLAT. The most predominant YSL colors are red for blood and green for slime. YSL associates usually use a variety of hand signs. One of the most common hand sign is wiping the nose with the index finger. Another frequent use YSL hand sign consists of curling the ring and pinky finger inwards towards the palm while extending the index and thumb with the middle finger slightly curved. The extended middle and index finger represents the Y. The curled middle finger and curled ring finger represent the S. The extended index finger and the thumb represent the L. YSL associates will also make the two guns hand sign by forming a pistol with their fingers and pointing them in opposite direction. YSL associates use a variety of other identifiers. Often, YSL associates will write or say the word BLAT, which mean blood loves all the time. YSL associates also use the word SLAT, which means slime loved all the time. Often, associates will simply refer each other as blood or slime. They also refer to Cleveland Avenue as Believeland, replacing the C with a B. Green hearts, green snake, blowing nose, and green vomit emojis are also symbols commonly used by the associates of YSL. Premier local. Okay, y'all. Did y'all get that? Did you get that, y'all? This is a drum up. Okay. I'm reading some of you guys, what you guys are saying. Okay, here we go. All right, let's go. So if you see the green emojis, if you see the green snakes, the green hearts, the blowing of the nose, and green vomit emojis, those are representation of the slime, the YSL gang. Okay, so guys, don't do this. Don't wipe your nose. Don't, because you're gonna be deemed associate to the YSL gang. Okay, just be very conscious of how you blow your nose, how you use your emojis. Okay, all right. Number 3, premier local. YSL associates are predominantly active in the Southeast Atlanta in the Cleveland Avenue area, but are expanding their activities in the surrounding metropolitan Atlanta area. Okay. Part 3. Now, these are the acts that they are saying that started from January 21st, 2023, all the way to May 2022. Okay. And I'm going to read some of these acts that occurred that's being put as part of the counts. Okay, there's 191 acts. There are videos and all this kind of stuff that's going to be mentioned in these acts, and these are going to be what they have to prove that it had to do with the furtherance of this enterprise for them to be a RICO. Okay. All right, yeah, you're right. You guys ready? Guys, are you guys getting it now? Is it a little bit too much? Should I stop a minute for you guys to ask some questions or what? What would you guys like me to do? Any questions on the stuff that I just read to you? Not other questions, but the stuff that I just read. Do you have any questions, people? All right, let's go. Now we have 191 acts. Okay, these are the crimes that are evidence that they're supposed to be shown that to show that the furtherance of a RICO. All right. Part 3, acts in furtherance of the conspiracy. In furtherance of the conspiracy and to effect its objective and purposes, the defendants committed and caused to commit it, among others, the following overt acts, certain of which constitute the act of racketeering activity. All right, number 1. On January 1/25, 2023, defendant Trontavious Stephen, an associate of YSL, did commit the felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, to wit, a firearm against a person of Reginald Pettis, by pointing at and towards and in the direction of Reginald Pettis with said firearm, placing Reginald Pettis in a reasonable apprehension of immediately receiving a violent injury in the violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-5-21, which is an act of racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-45AV, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. So this crime that Trontavious Stephen did, they saying is part of furtherancing the RICO of this enterprise. On June 18, 2023, defendant Justin Cobb, an associate of YSL, did commit the felony offense of theft by deception against a person of Durante Johnson by obtaining a firearm by deceitful means from Durante Johnson with the intention of depriving Durante Johnson of said firearm in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-8-3, which is an act of racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-3, A5A 7, and an overt act. Oh, is that 12? I'm sorry, 12, and an overt act in a furtherance of the conspiracy. Now we have Shannon Stillwell, August 23, 2013. Defendant Shannon Stillwell is an associate of YSL, did commit the felony offense of possession of marijuana with intent to distribute in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-13-30J1, which is an act of racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-3, A5A1, and whatever number that is, and the overt act in the furtherance of the conspiracy. Now, September 9th, this is the one with Jeffrey Williams here. Okay. September 9th, 2013. Defendant Jeffrey Williams, an associate of YSL, did commit the felony offense of theft by deceiving stolen property when he possessed property, to wit, a firearm, the property of Andrew Phillips and Ann Phillips, that William knew should have known were stolen, with the intent of depriving Andrew Phillips and Ann Phillips of said property in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-8-7, which is an act of racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-3, 5A 12, and an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. So they're saying that Jeffrey received stolen property that belongs to Andrew Phillips and Ann Phillips. They didn't say he stole it. They said he received the stolen property. Okay. So 2 days later, on September 11th, 2023, this is the armed robbery. This is the one where that they have been talking about. Remember the one that everybody's been talking about, where Detective Quinn has been talking about? Well, this is the act right here. We're going to read it, okay? This is the act. This is the one, the notorious, where the car is flying over somebody's place, and certain people got after live stream. Can you please share clips of some moments that the court? Oh yeah, we could do that. We could do that, Michelle. We could do that. What is a violent injury? What was a violent injury? I don't know. KG, where you been? Got the eyes going on here. Is this the Quantavious? Is this the Quantavious that was represented by Matthew and Harvey? No, there's two different. Okay, there's two different Quantavious. Remember, it's like it's two of them. I don't know which one is this one. Which one? Okay, yeah, I missed that question, JC. Missed that question. One of the beans been split on. Okay, y'all, let's read this here, and then I'll come back to your questions, okay? All right. So, okay, this is the act that we've been listening to with Detective Quinn, with everything that's been going on. This is the November the 11th one with Beans, when we was listening to Beans' wife on the phone call from prison and all that. Okay, so let's go ahead on and read what is being charged. Walter Murphy is the one that's being in this one. Okay, all right. If you notice, you don't see Jeffrey Williams, you don't see Bean, you only see Walter Murphy on this one. Okay. All right, here we go. Defendant Walter Murphy, an associate of YSL, did, with the intent to commit a theft, commit the felony offense of attempted armed robbery by taking a substantial step towards the commission of the offense by pointing an offensive weapon, to wit, a firearm, at the person of Derek Dotson, and demanding property from the immediate presence of Derek Dotson, in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-4-1, which an act of racketeering activity, OCGA 16-14-3, 5A 13, and an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Number 6, defendant Walter Murphy, an associate of YSL, did commit the felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, to wit, a firearm and an object which, when used offensively against a person, is likely to result in serious bodily injury against person of Derek Dotson by shooting at, towards, and in the direction of Derek Dotson with said firearm in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 15-5-21, which is an act of racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-3, 5A-V as in Victor. An overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Number 7. Defendant Walter Murphy, an associate of YSL, did commit the felony offense of possession of a firearm by a first offender probationary in violation of the Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-11-131 by possessing a firearm, to wit, a handgun, after having been sentenced pursuant to Article 3 of Chapter 8 of Title 42 of the Georgia Code, Official Code of Georgia, in terms of probation as a felon first offender for the felony offense of robbery in indictment 09 SC 86267 in the Superior Court of Fulton County, Georgia, on the 16th day of February 2010, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Okay, so that all that has to do with, if you notice, there's nobody else. Bean is not charged with this, and the other guy, Dotson, he's the one that passed away, right? So he was never charged with anything, and there's nothing here for Jeffrey as well. But I don't know why they keep bringing Jeffrey's name in it, but that's that one. Now we're gonna move over to November 29th, 2023. Let's see if you guys have any questions. Let me see. Okay, I want a bean split. That's okay. That was a Matthew once. Murphy is supposedly founded member of the gang. This made him look dangerous, but they may gave him a plea deal after all because of decay. Antonio Sledge is one who took the worst plea out of them all. This is one witness that might make or break. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm just reading what you guys are saying. November 29th, 2023. This is number 8. This is overt act number 8. Defendant Antonio Sledge, an associate of YSL, did commit the felony offense of possession of cocaine with intent to distribute. Cocaine being a controlled substance in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-13-30B, which is an act of racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-3, 5A, looks like 34, and an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Now we're moving to the new year, 2024, number 9. April 20th, 2014, not 24, 14, 2014. Excuse me for the incorrect date, because I know somebody's going to come after me, but you said 2024. Okay, moving to April 20th, 2014. Defendant Jeffrey Williams, an associate of YSL, did appear in a video released on social media titled EWW, where defendant states, "Red just like Elmo, but I never effing giggle. YSL won't fold. Pick his A off from the balcony. YSL wipe a in nose. I'm I'm a effing for the cash. Then she's getting robbed by Tick. In a Bentley on West Lee getting trailed by snipers. All I ever wanted was the money. Put your hands in the air if you dare. Any MFer to step over here, F and N, put them in a wheelchair. An overt act of furtherance of the conspiracy. That was on a video, y'all. They're using this video as evidence. Overt act number 10. Why on July 13th, 2014. Defendant Walter Murphy, an associate of YSL, did pose for a photo released on Murphy's Instagram account with the letters YSL tattooed on his forehead, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. All right, we're moving on to September 2014. Number 11. Defendant Martinez Arnold, an associate of YSL, did commit the felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, to wit, a firearm, an object which, when used offensively against a person, is likely to result in serious bodily injuries against the person of Michael Castellini by shooting at, towards, and in the direction of Michael Castellini with said firearm in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-5-21, which is an act of racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-3-5AV, and an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Now we're going to move to the 27th of September. Act number 12. September 27, 2014. Defendant DeMonken Garlington, an associate of YSL, did pose for a photo release on Garlington Instagram account holding what appears to be an AK-47 variant firearm, and with a red bandana tied around his face, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. All right, so this is that one. You got an AK-47 inside. Now we're going to the act number 13, one on 10/12/2014. Defendant Trontavious Stephen, an associate of YSL, did pose for a photo released on social media wearing a YSL pendant with the capture Y $SL Slime Life, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Right, we're down to number 14th. November 3rd, 2014. Defendant Jeffrey, an associate of YSL, did pose for a photo released on social media wearing a red clothing and flashing a YSL gun hand sign, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Antonio Sled, who took the words. Okay, we already did that one. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. Number 15. One on January 3rd, 2015. Defendant DeMonken Garlington and Jeffrey Williams, associate of YSL, did pose for a photo released on Garlington Instagram, accounting with the capture, "We ain't going to back and forth. We ain't going back and forth." That's an overt act, y'all. Because somebody put in, "We ain't going back and forth." That's an overt act. An overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. 16, January 7th, 2015. Defendant Jeffrey Williams, an associate of YSL, did rent a 2014 silver Infiniti Q50 sedan from Hertz Rent-A-Car, which was used in the commission of the murder of Devontae Thomas. Donovan Thomas. I'm so used to saying Devontae. Donovan Thomas Jr., an associate of a rival gang, on the 10th day of January 2015, which is an overt act racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-35B, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. All right, number 17, January 10th. January 10th, 2015. Defendants Jarvis Bradford, Justin Cobb, DeMonte Kendrick, Demise McCullen, and Shannon Stillwell, associates of YSL, did unlawfully and with malice aforethought committed the felony offense of murder by causing the death of Donovan Thomas Jr., an associate of a rival gang, a human being, by shooting Donovan Thomas Jr. with a firearm in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-5-1, which is an act of racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-3, 5A4, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Then you move down to the same date on number 18 for the same individuals. Let's read. Defendants Jarvis Bradford, Justin Cobb, DeMonte Kendrick, Demise McCullen, and Shannon Stillwell, associates of YSL, did unlawfully and with malice aforethought and with the intent to kill commit the felony offense of attempted murder against the person of Reginald Hendricks, an associate of a rival gang, by shooting Reginald Hendricks with a firearm in violation of Georgia laws pursuant to OCGA 16-4-1, which is an act of racketeering activity, OCGA 16-14-3, 5A4, and an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Got the same date, same individual. This is act number 19. Defendant Jarvis Bradford, Justin Cobb, DeMonte Kendrick, Demise McCullen, and Shannon Stillwell, associates of YSL, did unlawfully and with malice aforethought and with the intent to kill and commit felony offense of attempted murder against a person of Cordurus Sanders, a rival gang associate, by shooting Cordurus Sanders with a firearm in the violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-4-1, which is an act of racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-3A 5A4, which is also an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Okay, we got the next one. Same date, act number 20, same individuals. And it says here, defendants Jarvis Bradford, Justin Cobb, DeMonte Kendrick, Demise McCullen, and Shannon Stillwell, associate of YSL, did unlawfully commit the felony offense of participating in a criminal street gang activity, OCGA 16-15-4A, when, while associated with a criminal street gang, to wit, YSL, participated in criminal street gang activity through the commission of at least one of the offenses enumerated in paragraph 1 of OCGA 16-15-3, to wit, murder and attempt murder acts involving violence and possession or use of a weapon in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-5-1 and OCGA 16-4-1, as alleged in Act 17, 18, and 19 of with this count, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. All right. We are at number 20. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Y'all want to win some money without having put money? Okay, y'all. Let's remove that. This is not about winning money. Jack, we're not doing this today with you. We're not doing this, Jack. This is not fake lottery time. Okay, how many overt acts? There's 191 overt acts. Jeff only has RICO charge, which he'll beat, and time served for the rest of the charges. They already mentioned that briefly. Defense established Nutt and Jeffrey were friends. In their cross-examination, Nutt IG posts, and with Jeffrey, y'all so dangerous, they all got pleas and probation. AJ, his family member, will be testifying for the state, and they said they were no longer friends. Okay, can I fix what I did? I didn't know my phone was doing stuff on my hand. Sorry. Okay, all right. Let's see. I was reading some of you guys' things. All right, let's go. All right, let's go down to 21. We read in 21, Justin Cobb, and this is on the 19th of January, 2015. Defendant Justin Cobb, an associate of YSL, did with the intent to commit the felony offense of attempted armed robbery by taking a substantial step towards the commission of the offense by pointing an offensive weapon, to wit, a firearm at the person of Travis White, and demanding property, and from the immediate presence of Travis White in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-4-1, which is an act of racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-3, 5A13, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. 22, same individual, same date. He's charged with Act 22. Defendant Justin Cobb, an associate of YSL, did with the intent to commit theft and commit felony offense of attempt robbery, by taking a substantial step towards a commission of offense by pointing offensive weapon, to wit, a firearm of the person. Okay, 22, 23, 24 are all having to do with the individual Justin Cobb, and one is he did this the gun pointing to Tony Luttrell, and he did it to Travis White. Of course, we read Travis White up at the top. Then he also has possession of a firearm conviction by a convicted felon. He got that, and also possession of cocaine. All right. And he went to trial on the 24th, did it say? Okay, let's see. Okay, that's him. So we know Justin Cobb did those things with the attempt robbery, having a gun, and in possession of cocaine. That's his charges for Justin Cobb. I'm just trying to get by these things because we got 191 of these. And if it's been duplicated, I'm just going to say duplicated, and then it's going to give you the name and what they did. Okay, how about that? Because this is going to be, it's going to take us forever if we get if we don't hurry up. Okay, now this is Jeffrey Williams, this Act 25. It's saying that Jeffrey Williams is associate of YSL, and Kaya Ori, one of the leaders of a criminal gang, and the name is, hold on a second. The name of that street gang is Sex Money Murder, did engage in a conversation with one another. And the conversation stated sacrifices must be made, soldiers must fall in order for the battle to be won. The conversation further states 5 HO20 Street Life KG DA God 3 shots non-T noon and M1, the AKAs of the 5 leaders of sex money murder in Georgia. Anybody not under one of these individual in the state of Georgia must line up. Pete Sapp. There is no rolling from one to the other. Everything is as is. If you are one, sex, money, murder, nothing added and nothing taken away, 2 guns, an overact of furtherance of the conspiracy. So there was a conversation he had with this person, and this is the words that they say. So it's part of furtherance of the conspiracy. Okay. All right, on the next one is Overt Act 26, and this one was done on January 26, 2015, and this has to do with defendant Jeffrey Williams and associates of YSL did appear in a video released by Garlandton's Instagram account 16 days after the murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., stating in lie to their mama, lie to their kids, and lie to the brothers and sisters, and then get right into the courtroom and tell the God's honest truth. Don't get it. Y'all need to get effing killed, bruh. From me and YSL, an overt act and furtherance of the conspiracy. So supposedly he said that on a video, and that was on the Instagram of Garlandton, and it happened 16 days after Donovan's demise. Okay. Act number 27 on February 9th, 2015, and this one is with defendants DeMonkins, Garlandton, and Jeffrey Williams, associates of YSL, did appear in a video released on Garlandton. Is this the same video? Okay. Garlandton Instagram account displaying YSL gang signs and blood gang signs with the capture, "You dig 30, YSL coming," with an X, "coming soon," and overt act of furtherance of the conspiracy. So this is a video that they're gonna show on the on when that time comes. Okay, 28. The overt act 28. This happened on March 10th, 2015, and it's defendant DeMonkins, Garlandton, and Trontavious Stephen Associate of YSL did pose for a photo release on social media wearing red clothing with the capture slime SHIT with a green snake emoji and a red B emoji in overt act and furtherance of conspiracy. All right, now we're going to overt act 29. And these are all photos that they're using from the Instagram for these individuals. These are photos they're using for as part of overt acts. So guys, I know this is like getting really boring. So these are I'm gonna go fast with this one. Okay, this is an Instagram post that they're putting for Martinez, Arnold, Demonkin, Garlington, DeMonte Kendricks, Shannon Stillwell, and Jeffrey Williams. This is an Instagram. Did YSL Associate YSL post for a photo released on Garlington Instagram, accounting flashing YSL gang hand sign and overt act and furtherance of conspiracy. Okay. The next one here is the defend a 30 overt act 30 on April 12, 2015, and this has to do with defendant Demise McCullen, Walter Murphy, and they saying that their associates of YSL did unlawfully with Manus a set for thought and with the intent to kill, commit a felony offense of attempted murder against the person of Dexter Montgomery by shooting Dexter Montgomery with a firearm in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-4-1, which is an overt act of racketeering activity under the OCGA 16-14-3 5A4, an overt act of its furtherance of the conspiracy. So the next one is the same date for 31, same individual, Demise McCullen and Walter Murphy, and they still speaking of another individual that they attempted murder on Cornelius Davis, and they did by shooting Cornelius Davis with a firearm in violation of the same law as the one of above. Okay, I'm just trying to make it go faster. And the same individuals, and this is a different person that they did the same day. And the person name here is D'Angelo White by shooting D'Angelo White with a firearm in violation of the same law that I quoted earlier, the 16-4-1, which is the Racketeering Act. And it's also the overt act of furtherance of the conspiracy. So they got 1, 2, 3 persons that these 2 individuals is set forth on that same day, April 12th, that they attempted murder on those individuals. Okay. Then there's another person that the same act, same day, and this person's name is Christian James. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 persons. Let's see if there's another person involved in this. Okay, so there's 4 persons that they allegedly shot at and attempted murder on those individuals. Okay, and that was defendant Demise McCullen and Walter Murphy. Okay, now the next thing is overt act 34. This is defendant Walter Murphy. It says that he's a YSL associate, did commit the offense felony of possession of firearm by a convicted felon. So he had the gun, and he was indicted, and he had been convicted. He's been convicted, right, of the felony in indictment 09 SC 86267 in the Superior Court, Fulton County, Georgia, and for the offense of robbery on the 16th day of February 2010. So this is 5 years after this robbery that he committed. He turned around, had a gun, and he allegedly shot at these 4 individuals, allegedly. Okay. All right. So we're going to go to the next guy, the guy that still was with Murphy up here. The same guy up here, Demise McCullen. Okay. Demise McMullen. Sorry, no, not McCullen. McMullen. He also on the same date has been, charged for this previous crime that he had on, and it says indictment 04 SC, where he possessed a firearm, and it was by a convicted felon, and the case number was 04 SC 15568, and that he did theft by receiving stolen property. On that one, also the handgun, and also possession of cocaine and intent to distribute. He also had possession of marijuana with the intention to distribute, which was on the 30th day of December 2004, which he went to court for, and he has other cases. He has a sales of cocaine as well. That's in 2006. One is in 2004. And then he has possession of firearm by convicted felon on the May 10th of 2006. And also he has another indictment in 2010 for robbery. So this guy has had a lot of crimes that he has. And this one here, last one before this one as part of the racketeering of the RICO, he had July 14th, 2011, that he had an overt act of the robbery. So he had crimes from 2004, 2006, 2006, and 2011. Okay. So now here's them being charged with the conspiracy of gang activities. That's overt acts 36 for the two of them, Demise McCullen and Walter Murphy. And they got attempted murder as well. So they have acts 30, 31, 32, 33, and as well 36. Okay. All right. So now we're going down to April 15, 2015, overt acts 37. Hey, Joanna. Okay, we're at overt acts 37. I know this is getting real boring. That's why I'm trying to do this. Okay, Maverick. Jaden Maverick is the person here, the alleged defendant that is associate of YSL, did intend to commit theft and commit felony offense of robbery by taking property and with a handbag, to wit, a handbag from the immediate presence of another, to wit, Kimberly Craig. So he tried to rob, he allegedly robbed Kimberly Craig, and he had a firearm, it says here, and give you pursuant. Okay. And here he has an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So that means he violently, Kimberly in reasonable apprehension of immediate receiving a violent injury. So he hurt her. And this is same date, April 15th. This is overt act 38. Okay, this is the Maverick. This is Jaden Maverick. If you can remember the guy that was sitting in the back with that lady, and he always looked like he was spaced out. That's him. Okay. The next one is April 26th, overt act 39. This is for Jimmy Winfrey, and here he said has aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and this is with Lil Wayne shooting Lil Wayne's bus situation. That was on the 26th of April 2015. It says here that defendant Jimmy Winfrey, an associate of YSL, did commit the felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, to wit, a firearm, an object which, when used offensively against a person, is likely to result in serious bodily injury, against the person Dwayne Carter, aka Lil Wayne, by shooting at a bus in which Dwayne was a passenger, and with said firearm in violation of Georgia law pursuant to OCGA 16-5-21, which is an overt racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-3A5V, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. All right, that's with him. And then it goes on talking about the assault again on with the gang street activity. And this is still with what he did with the bus shooting. And that was also on the 26th of April, and that's overt act number 40. Okay. And then the next person is number 41, Demonkin Garlington Antonia Sledge, and associated. This is an aggravated battery with the malicious bodily harm and serious disfiguring the buttock of, oh, what did they do to her? They disfigured her butt by shooting Denise Bell with a firearm. So they shot her in the butt. Wow. Okay. So Demonkin and Antonia Sledge, but Antonia Sledge is on. He took a plea deal, y'all. He's out on plea. Wow. Okay. And that was for Avert Act 41. Next one is Avert Act 42. The same individuals. This one is aggravated assault on a deadly weapon, and this is for Cecilia Davis. And they did bodily harm with her. Offensive against a person and likely a result of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon with her. That's 41. And then we've got the same person again with a different person with Diamond Mills by shooting towards the direction of Diamond Mills and said firearm in violation of OCG. Okay, so there's this one did 1, 2, 3 shootings, aggravated battery. The other one, aggravated assault with deadly weapon. And then this one here, Natasha Battle. There's another woman that they did a shooting and with her. And that one was on the 28th as well, 28th of April, 2015. And that's the overt act 44. So 1, 2, 3, 4 women that they did some injuries to. All right, now we have the same individual, Antonio Sledge here. He's been convicted of having a firearm. He was convicted on a case back in 2013, and also with possession of cocaine and with the intent to distribute. He had a rifle in 2013 on this case here. But listen, guys, those two are on bail right now. Are out on, they took a plea deal. Antonio Sledge and Garlington. No, Garlington is still in jail, but Antonio Sledge is on the streets. Okay. All right, but he's so dangerous. He's on the street. This is this Act 46, the same individuals. Demonkin, Garlington, and Antonia Sledge. Okay, and this is here. The next one, Demonkin, Garlington, associate of YSL, did pose a photo holding a firearm and captures. They can F with us if they want. We're going to bring them homicide, an overt act and conspiracy. This is on May 21st, 2015. Okay, the next person is on July 3rd, 2015, overt acts 48. And this is for Trevante Stephen and possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute, right? Trevante Stevens again, possession of oxycodone, whatever, how we said it. And then also he has overt act 49, overt act 50, and he has possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, previously convicted of a felony involving the use or possession of a firearm. So, and his case was case 2013. So he has 1, 2, 3 charges. Okay, now we're going to go down to 51, a defendant, Jeffrey Williams. This one here, I don't think this is 51 where it says that Jeffrey Williams and associate YSL did commit the offense of terroristic threats when Christopher May, a security officer, which is in the performance of his duty, attempted to inform Williams that he no longer was welcome at Perimeter Mall. Williams then stated that if May continued to approach him, Williams will shoot him in the face with a gun in violation of OCG pursuant to OCGA 16-11-37, which is an act of racketeering activity under OCGA 16-14-3, 5A 30, an overt act and furtherance of conspiracy. So this is the one where the witness did come to court, and he talked about how Mr. William threatened him that he was going to shoot him in the face or something like that. That was that one. That was overt act 51. And then you go down to 52. Defendant Tavius Stephen and Shannon Stillwell. And that was possession of marijuana intent to distribute. That's overt act 52. I'm going to keep going. 53 is overt act. 53 is on July 15, 2015. And this is the it says here that criminal use of an article with altered ID. So I guess he had an ID that was altered. And it was in possession of a firearm, and which accused knew the identification mark had been removed for the purpose of concealing, destroying identity of said article, and overt act conspiracy. So they changed the ID of the vehicle, or was it his ID? I guess wiping out the I don't know. Wiping out the identification mark of the car? Is that it? Let me see if you guys know the answer to that. Is that identification of the car? Hold on a second. I didn't get the I'm waiting for the I haven't gotten the report on that yet. I don't know if it's a car or weapon. I'm trying to figure out. What's up, Sylvia? Did you see Steele attempt to get Love off the case? Wayne, I saw I watched the video. I have the video on that, but I haven't seen the paperwork put in yet. So I don't know. Did you guys see any paperwork put in for that yet? Hold on. Let's see. All right, let me just do a quickie of trying to get through, because we're only 57. We got like 40 something to go. Cause let's rush through. We got like Sorry, I was on my live. We got more than 40 something to go. We got 140 something to go. And he said he had it to do it by today. Yeah, he did. I don't see it in here. I don't see it in there yet. Okay, y'all, let's go ahead on and go past this. Okay, so we got this. Stillwell on the 15th. He has overt act 55, and that's the firearms by convicted felon. And then he has some case of burglary and things like that, and possession of marijuana intent to distribute. That's 55. Then you have Martinez Arnold and DeMonte Kendrick. They both have conspiracy to commit murder. That's 56, Act 56. Then you have Act 57. You have Martinez Arnold and DeMonte Kendrick receives theft by receiving stolen property. You have that, and it's supposed to be Christopher Greer's property that they allegedly taken, and with the firearms, I guess. Arnold and Kendrick possess property to wit a firearm. The property, okay, the gun belonged to Christopher Greer. Okay. And the next one is Overt Act 58, DeMonte Kendrick, possession of a firearm by convicted felon and possession of drugs and shoplifting. Then 59, you have Martinez Arnold, DeMonte Kendrick, not possession, but felon, an associate of YSL did unlawfully commit the felony offense of participating in a criminal street gang, right? We have that. And then that was 59. Number 60, you have Jeffrey Williams is associate release a song. So this is a video that they're of what they use, the words that he used in it. And you guys can read that yourself. It's a lot of cussing, so I'm going to avoid my cussing. So I'm going to leave it there for a second for you guys to read. It is long, Tracy. That's why I'm going to go. I'm trying to do as fast as I can, Trace. I'm doing it as fast as I can. Okay, so we got that. All right, the next one is Christopher Eppinger's Overt Act number 61, and it's armed robbery. And it's armed robbery against Torrevia Hill, and this is when they took her car, right? And he used a firearm, okay? And then Jimmy Winfrey, possession of drug by an inmate. This is why he's in jail. So they say that he committed that in Carroll County Prison. He had drugs. And now, y'all, I showed you yesterday about the drones dropping drugs down to the thing. And there's some of the correction officers part of that whole thing as well. So let's go to the next one. Jimmy Winfrey, possession of marijuana, intent to distribute. This is Overt Act 63. This is 2017. Same person getting drugs. Same days, another Overt Act 64. He participated in street gang, possession of marijuana. Okay, next one, 65. Marvius Nichols, Marvius. These names get me tongue-tied. And possession of MDMA with the intent to distribute. So, okay, got him. Again, Nichols, number 66, Overt Act. And Nichols, I'm going to just say his last name. Nichols, possession of firearm by first offender probation. Okay, criminal damage to property in second degree. That's what he had there. They use his old case. And then the next one, Nichols again, for street gang and possession of the MDMA with intent to distribute. I guess methamphetamine is what MDMA mean. I don't know. All right, so that's Quantavious. Juan Marvius. I don't know. Nichols, Mr. Nichols. Okay, next one is Overt Act 68 on September 24th, 2017 with Sergio Kitchen and Jeffrey Williams, theft by receiving. And they received the property of Trayvon Lewis. That Kitchen and William knew and should have known stolen. Okay, somebody gave him stuff that belonged to Trayvon Lewis. Okay. Then you have Kitchen. They have them in possession of methamphetamines with the attempt to distribute. We have them on that. Then you have Sergio Kitchen and Williams and hydrocodone, whatever, with the intent to distribute. That's over at 1770. Then you have them again with marijuana possession in 71. That's Overt Act. Then you have in 72 with the street gang, possession of marijuana and all that. Then you have 73 with Antonio Sumlin and Jeffrey Williams, and they appeared on a video that's saying murder gang BITCH. That's a video. And then 74, and then it's a song he released. All right. 75 is him speeding. I didn't know speeding is part of I guess because he had an AKA 47 30 round magazine. Okay. I could say I didn't know speeding is part of a conspiracy and all that, but okay. 75, which is on May 18, 2018. He had an AKA and the cars were stopped, blah, 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 blah. All right, the number 76, theft by stolen property. Mr. Huey in 2018, 76. 77, Mr. Huey again, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. And then he had the MDMA distribution that was until 2017. That was done, but I guess they want to put it into part of this case as well. Then you have 78, which is Jeffrey Williams. He has a video and it's titled Bad Boy, so they put that on there. 79, you have Blaylock and Lil Rod, and their felony is offense for the cause of death of Jamari Holmes. That's a 79. And you guys, I just told you that Lil Rod his case has been overturned just recently. So he's going to have a new trial. Okay, number 80, you have February 23rd, 2019. You have Lil Rod again. And it's the same one. It's the same one with the same person. But this one here is injuries against Bernard Mitchell, an associate and of another gang, and by shooting at, okay, so he got shot at. Okay, the next one is the same two, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and DeMonte Blaylock again, February 24th. This is him. He posed in a photo released in social media. This is another, he did a gang sign. All right, Little Rod again, YSL appeared in a video, Instagram, and he displayed money with the capture F. Okay, you got that one. And then Act 84, April 19, 2019. This one here did, he committed burglary in the second degree, right? And he did it on Marietta Street Boulevard, and it's the CSX transportation. He entered the unoccupied cargo container. He was stealing stuff out there, because allegedly. And then the next one is 85, Devontae Fleetwood for hijacking a car motor vehicle. And it was a 2017 Dodge Charger with a person, Cassie Battle, stole the car from Cassie. Then Javon Fleetwood again, robbery by taking property, took a cell phone and some money of Cassie Battle. Then Javonte again, and this is with another case that he had, conspiracy to commit robbery. He had a gun, and he was a convicted felon with a gun. Okay, and that's 87. I'm just trying to get through this. In 88, you have Marquavius Huey, and he has the armed robbery, and he has a case. It says against Dewan Maynard by the use of offensive weapon to wit a firearm in violation of OCGA 168-41. All right, we're going to same individual again. Marquavius Huey, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Same individual, Dewan Maynard, and that's overt act 89, April 26, 2019. Same person, Marquavius Huey, same date, overt number 90, and Demon Jenkins, and it says here that the firearm against the person, Demon Jenkins and pointing and towards the direction of Demond Jenkins with the firearm, placing Demond Jenkins in reasonable apprehension, immediate receiving violent injury. Okay. He was injured. Okay, next one is Devon Fleetwood, attempted murder, overt act 91. And that's in May 10th, 2019. Okay, Fleetwood again. Possession of firearm by convicted felon, overt act 92. We got a whole bunch. We got 100 to go now, y'all. Fleetwood again, possession of firearm, overt act 93, 94. And this is what did he do on this one? Attempted murder, conspiracy robbery, firearms here. And then the next one is 95. You have Miles Farley and Wooney Lee, Marquavius Nichols, and Shannon Stillwell. And this is that YSL did appear in a video released on social media with Stillwell wearing red and YSL necklace, with Stillwell stating that he just beat a murder rap, pay my lawyer 30, and that me and my slimes above the law. This is an overt act of furtherance of the conspiracy, and that one is on overt act 95, July 22nd, 2019. Then you have defendant Jeffrey William, overt act 96, August 8, 2019. And this is posted in social media with Rayshawn Bennett, aka YFN Lucci, stating that YFN, if ain't like what you do for your mother and kid, I would been kill you, an overt act of furtherance of the conspiracy. This is a post that it was done. Okay, he tagged Rayshawn. Okay. Next one is Martinez Arnold and Jeffrey associated. There's a YouTube video on that one in 97. This is overt act 97. And you guys can read that. This is a long one. Okay, now we're going to go to the next one. Overt act 98 is with Stillwell, possession of firearm by a convicted felon. And it has a street gang here, possession of marijuana to attempt to distribute, possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute, and of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of firearm during the commission of a felony. Okay, so we have that, 98. Then 99, we had DeMonkin Garlington. He had a video on social media, and that's overt act 99 on October 7, 2019. And in the video, he had a pendant on. It had these words on here. Okay. All right. So then we have overt act number 100. This is with Durante Beebe, and this is he has offense of committing a felony with possession of cocaine, controlled substance. Got that. And that's on January 21st, 2020, overt act 100. The next one, overt act 101 with Damon K. Garlington and Wooney Lee. And associated, there was an engaging conversation with the YFN gang associated, and they did some cuss word with each other, whatever. And then the next one is Marquavius Huey and Jeffrey William. And they did a conversation with them, William and Huey, discussing vehicle theft, and William directing Huey to tell another if he could take it back, he's gonna die, I guess, on overt act furtherance, and that one's on the 12th of March, 2020, overt act 102. The next one is overt act 103. It's a video, and it talk about mob ties. And the people that was part of this is Miles Farley, Quantavious Greer, DeMonte Kendrick, and Wooney Lee. Yeah, you can read that one if you want to on your own. I'll give you a minute. Okay, y'all finished reading that yet? All right, let's go to the next one. I'm trying to do these fast because there's a whole bunch of these overt act. Okay. All right. So 103, we got those. 104 is Durante BB, and his is sales of marijuana and overt act 104, and that's on May 8th, 2020. All right, next one is Overt Act 105 with Durante BB again, and there's possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute. 106, Durante BB with theft by receiving stolen property. Right, Overt Act 107, Durante BB, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Durante BB again, 108, May 8th, 2020, possession participating in a street gang, possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute, sale of marijuana. Okay, we have 109, Sergio Kitchen, and he is in a video and is talking about YSL and having on a pendant, which is June 12th. Okay, then you have 110 with Miles Farley with Wooney Lee, and they are on a video and they're cursing and saying all kinds of stuff. Okay, and then you have 111 on June 23rd, 2020 with Martinez Marno and DeMonte Kendrick, and this is a YSL associate, and they did pose in a photo release in Arnold's Instagram, and Arnold's wearing slime, the word slime in front of the capture, rolling down the window, blah 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 blah. Okay, then you have 112 where you have Devontae Fleetwood and YSL associate pose for photo release and social media, and he has YSL tattoo. All right, the next one you have 113, DeMonte Kendrick, associate, right? He posed for social media, and he's standing on Rayshawn Bennett's car. All right, so he's standing on a car of the rival gang. Okay, 114, overt act. So that's how overt act was standing on the rival gang's car. Okay, next one. We have Quantavious Greer and theft by receiving property. He had property that was stolen from, deprived of Quincy Campbell. That's who this property was stolen from. 115, you have Shannon Stillwell, associate, did pose in a photo, and this capture ain't none comparable than a Brent. I don't know. It's a bunch of Kakilaki. Okay, 116. You have Huey with armed robbery. It was against Gary Holloman. All right, number 17. You have Huey again, carjacking a vehicle belonging to Gary Holloman. Okay, you have one over at 118. October 1st, 2020. You have Huey again with armed robbery with Donlicha Copage. That one iPhone was taken. Her iPhone robbery, armed robbery. All right, then the next one is 119. October 6th with Woonie Lee and Shannon Stillwell, and they posed for a picture in Stillwell's Instagram account, and they're wearing slime clothing and got some cuss words on the side, and got some Glock and all that kind of stuff. And then 120, overt act 120, you have Miles Farley. He poses in the photo with wearing clothes slime and slime enough, and that's further in the conspiracy, and that's October 19, 2020. Next one is 121. You have November 6th. You have Jimmy Winfrey, and he is posed in a picture released on his Instagram, and he has some words on his capture, and these are the words, and it's further the conspiracy of the enterprise YSL. Okay, next one is 122, overt act 122 on November 13th, 2020. And this guy is posed Jimmy Winfrey is posing his video Instagram, and he has, I was locked up, but not effed up, and I guess he has the slack clothes on. Okay. Then you have 123 Overt Act. 123 is November 16th, 2020, with Huey, and he has an associate, and he made some terroristic threats, allegedly made some terroristic threats with conversation with Justin Woodard, and stated she would see him in court. Okay, so she would see him in court. All right, so then 124, November 20th, 2020, Antonio Sumlin, a associate YSL posed. He posed in a picture, and he has the word MASA, and make it slime again. Okay. Number 125, DeMonte Kendrick, Sergio Kitchen, and Jeffrey Williams. And they have released a video, take it to trial, and the lyrics is furthering the overt act of conspiracy. Okay. The next one is overt act 126. On January 21st, 2021, the defendant, Antonio Sumlin, and this is another Instagram post, and he posed with the photo on this one here. 127 is another one, February 4th, 2021. Winnie Lee, Trontavious Stephen, and Jeffrey Williams. They are engaging in a conversation, stating YSL rules, the world kid, and that is the furtherance of this conspiracy as well. He says some other stuff. Number 128 is defendant Antonio Sledge on April 8th, 2021, and he posed for a photo in a social media release, and he's wearing a pair of pants with the letter OTS, aka only the slime. Okay, number 29, conspiracy overt act, and it's on April 16th, and it's Jeffrey Williams. He released a song, and it's titled "Really Be Slime," and the words, it's what he's saying is part of the overt act of a furtherance of conspiracy. Number 130, DeMonte Kendrick and Jeffrey Williams. They released a song titled Slatty, which it's, I guess, that is killing his man in front of his mama. I don't know. All right, so that's an overt act of conspiracy. You guys might want to read the words. I'm going to give you a minute to read the words on this song here. So that is considered to be an overt act. All right, going on to the 131. This 131 is Martinez Arnold, Sergio Kitchen, and Jeffrey Williams. They appear in a video, and it was released, and it's titled Ski. And that's a couple of words, nasty words. So this is the overt act in furtherance of the RICO. All right, let's go to the next one. 132. This is Martinez Arnold, Miles Farley, Quantavious Greer, Winnie Lee, Trontavious Stevens, Antonio Sumlin, and Jeffrey Williams. And they're engaged in conversation where William asks, "Y'all ain't beat them?" Okay, we saw that one. Okay, we saw that one. All right, and that one is on May 13th, 2021. All right, let's go to overt act 133, DeMonte Kendrick on June 16th, 2021. An associate of YSL posed in a photo. So this is in furtherance of the conspiracy. He took a picture. Number 34, July 4th, 2021. DeMonte Kendrick and Winnie Lee. They posed in a photo on social media with Kendrick flashing a YSL gang sign. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. 135. Defendant Jimmy Winfrey, associate of YSL, committed the felony in possession of oxycodone. Okay, he had possession of the drug. 136, Jimmy Winfrey, possession of firearm by a convicted felon. Okay. 137, Jimmy Winfrey, again, participating in street gang activity, possession of oxycodone. That's 137. 138, you have Demonte Kendrick. He is YSL. He posed in a photo, and that was on social media. And that was on August 28th, 2021. All right. He has a picture of a hat with a rat, and it has a rat crossed across it. Okay. A rat with a cross mark, like no rats. Oh. All right. Next one we have Overt Act 139 with which is September 1st, 2021, and that's Marquavius Huey and Trontavious Mender and Jeffrey William. And there's a recorded video where Mender was an inmate in Fulton County Jail. Said the video being recorded is a normal course of business. And during call, Mender stated he needed something. William pointed to Huey to take care of Mender's request and flashed Mender's that is conspiracy of furthering the gang, I guess. Okay, 140, September 4th, 2021, Marquavius Huey and Jeffrey William appear on a photo released on Huey's Instagram, and it has the capture from lockup to jet slat biz, and that's an overt act and furtherance of the conspiracy. Then you have 141 with we have 141. Defendant Miles Farley, an associate of YSL, did pose a photo released on social media wearing the slime or die. And then 142, Demonte Kendrick, he poses in a photo wearing a red bandana shirt, standing in front of a spray paint fence. That's the word slat. 143, you see Demonte Beebe and Christopher Eppinger, associate of YSL, posing a photo released in Eppinger's in his Instagram with Beebe wearing OTS of the only this line. Then you see 144 on October 1st, 2021 with Lil Rod, and he has on Instagram and with the Department of Correction custody. He's in jail, so he's taking pictures on his Instagram. I wonder how he get to do that. I guess it's from the drone drop. I don't know. And that's Overt Act 144. Overt Act 145 with Winnie Lee and Lil Rod, associate, wearing in a photo released on Lee's Instagram, holding unknown amount of cash, and the capture, "Sorry, we made you, thug, early little thug," and that's an overt act. So there's a 145. 146 is DeMonken Garlington, and it's overt act 146. And in this, he did receive communication from social media from another YSL associate, Woody, aka Kenneth Copeland, stating they're trying to indict us on that body. That's an overt act, that phone conversation. That social media conversation. 147, October 12th, 2021, Demonte Beebe and Kristen Eppinger, associated and did an armed robbery. All right, that's on 147. 148, Demonte Beebe and Christian Eppinger did commit felony hijacking a motor vehicle in the first degree with Darius Smith. Well, they took it from Darius Smith. Then you have 149, same individuals, Eppinger, with the addition of Winnie Lee, Demonte Beebe, Christian Eppinger. They all pose in a photo wearing OTS. And then you have 150, Marquavius Huey and Jeffrey Williams, the communicating with Huey. You know, I'm ready to settle the business. Go sit down if I got to about any one of y'all on my mama. And that's an overt act from that conversation, November 14, 2021. Then you have 151 with Antonio Sledge, associates of YSL, did commit felony possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. And that one is overt act 151, December 5th, 2021. Then you have December 27, 2021, overt act 152 with Shannon Stillwell. And in this overt act, he posed with a photo released on Stillwell Instagram wearing a hoodie, sweatshirt, lettering slime. Now you have over 153 with Shannon Stillwell and Antonio Sumlin. It posing a picture on social media, and they have suit up and lace up boots. It's wartime. Okay. The next one is 154, Lil Rod, on December 30th, 2021. He's in possession of a weapon by inmate. So he's in jail and he has a illegal weapon, and he's in the video possession of a illegal weapon and shank beyond the guard line. So that's part of the overt act. Is a part of overt act and you're in jail. Wow. 155, December 31st, defendant YSL associate member Jeffrey Williams did pose in he's wearing YSL pendant and he's wiping his nose. It's an overt act. All right, now 56, 116, 2022, Jeffrey Williams on YSL. He appears on the video, Instagram, and he flashed the blood gang sign. And that's an overt act. Number 157, overt act 157 on January 2022. January 22nd, 2022. Christian Eppinger did commit offense by theft by taking, and he took the Volkswagen Jetta from Willie Moore. Number over at 158, January 27, 2022, Shannon Stillwell, an associate of YSL, did pose for a photo release and stand in Stillwell's Instagram, and he said some stuff captured in Spanish. And is referring to the tombstone of Donovan Thomas Jr., aka Peanut. And that's an overt act. Okay, 159, February 7th, 2022, Christian Eppinger attempted murder by shooting David Rogers, and was a police officer. Overt act 160, February 7th, 2022, Eppinger did attempted murder with the police officer William Johnson. So it was two police officers that he did this to. So then Eppinger again, possession of firearm by a first offender probationary. Okay, that was overt 161 on February 7th, 2022. Then you have him right here. He has a gang tattoo on his face. That's an overt act, 162. Then on 163, Eppinger is overt act, the participation of street gang activity, criminal street gang activity, and attempted murder. 164, you have Eppinger again participating in street gang, attempted murder again. Then you have 165, Khalif Adam, Demonkin Garlington, and Kendrick Merrick, attempted murder. And this is while they were in jail. And it was against Rayshawn Bennett, Lucci, and it was regarding a shank that was done on February 9th, 2022. 166 on February 9th, 2022, possession of weapon by an inmate. That's Jaden Maverick. Then 167, February 9th, 2022, you have Khalif Adam, Demonkin Garlington, and Jaden Maverick participating in criminal street gang activity. attempted murder. This is while they're in jail that this is happening to the attempted murder of Rashawn Bennett, which is YFN Lucci. 168, which is Jeffrey Williams, associated YSL, did pose in a photo. He's wearing slime clothing, which is no overt of the conspiracy, a furtherance of a conspiracy. And that's February 12, 2022. 168. 169 is Maverick Huey and Tanquavius Minder. They're in possession of a weapon and they're inside of jail. They had an inmate, so they are inmates in jail, and it's part of the overt act of conspiracy. All right, that is 169. 170 is February 18th, 2022. Is Maverick Huey, Tanquavius Minder, and this is also, they had a phone telecommunication device by inmates. So they had a phone while they're in jail. Do you think that's the drone drop? We don't know. All right, 171, we have Eppinger and Antonio Sumlin, conspiracy to commit murder. This is on YFN Lucci. This is on February 22nd, 2022. Then on Overt Act 172, March 9th, 2022, with Sergio Kitchen and Jeffrey Williams. They pose in a photo on Instagram. It says Slat Business and YSL for life, or for L, and an overt act and conspiracy furtherance the conspiracy. Then you have 173. You got Miles Farley, Damon K. Garlington, Marquavius Nickel, and Shannon Stillwell. And it says here that is malice, offense, murder, and Shamil Drinks. It's a rival gang that I guess caused the death of Shamil Drinks. All right, you have 174. You have this Stillwell, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, previously convicted of felony involving the use of possession of a firearm. Then you have possession of firearm by a convicted felon, which is 2019. Possession of firearm by a convicted felon. Okay. Then you have 175, March 14, 2022. Marquavius Nichols, possession of firearm by a convicted felon, previously convicted of felony involving the use of possession of firearm. You got him on that. Okay, you got a couple of firearms here. On 176, you have Miles Farley, Demonken Garlington, Quamarius Nichols, and Shannon Stillwell. And this is the activity of street gang, and this is murder of Shamil Drinks, and that's overt act 176. Next one, you have the same two individuals, Demonken Garlington and Quantavious Greer. And while speaking on a cell phone, an incarcerated Fulton County inmate discussed protection and incarceration of YSL associate from Wyville Gang, which is an overt act 177 on April 3rd. Next one is 178, April 14th, with Demonken Garlington and Quantavious Greer. They speaking on the cell phone again, discussing killing another Fulton jail inmate who recently attacked YSL associate. Okay, and then you have 179, April 14th again, Demonken's Garlington and Quantavious Greer, and they have a possession of a telecommunication device while speaking on a cell phone. An incarcerated inmate, Fulton County, discussed plans to they're gonna drone. There we go. Plans to fly a drone carrying cell phone beyond the guard line to a window at the Fulton County Jail in violation of Georgia OC pursuant OCGA 42-5-18, an overt act of furtherance of conspiracy. Remember, I did the live yesterday. Y'all need to go back and watch that live and how they had the drones to drop down. Okay? Go watch the live that I did yesterday. It's pretty cool, y'all. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so let's go. I'm trying to read this as fast as I can because this is like a lot. So finally, okay. Now over at 180, April 20th, 2022. Rod and with the incarcerated, there's a video release on Instagram flashing YSL gang. So he's flashing gang while he's in jail. Okay. And then 181, April 28th, Cordius Dorsey and Antonio Sumlin, associated, did unlawfully commit a felony offense of conspiracy to commit murder while incarcerated in the DeKalb County Jail. Dorsey ordered and directed Sumlin to kill another, Harold Clement, a fellow gang associate, for disrespecting Dorsey by failing to refuse to put money on Dorsey's jail account. Thereafter, Dorsey provided Sumlin the phone number for Harold Clement so that Sumlin can contact Harold Clement to set up the murder. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. 28, Dorsey and Associate YSL did unlawfully commit a felony offense of participating in a street gang. That the street gang commit murder. Okay. And 183, we have May 9th. We have Martinez Arnold, DeMonte Kendrick, and Jeffrey Williams participated in a street gang and possession of marijuana with the intent of with the intent to distribute, possession of codeine with the intent to distribute, possession of cocaine, and possession of firearm during the commission of a felony. Okay, 184, Martinez Arnold, DeMonte Kendrick, and Jeffrey Williams, possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute. 185, May 9th, Martinez Arnold, DeMonte Kendrick, and Jeffrey Williams, associate of YSL, did commit the felony of possession of codeine and intent to distribute. Then you have 186, same date, Arnold, Kendrick, and Williams, possession of cocaine. 187, same date, Arnold, Kendrick, Williams, possession of a firearm during commission of a felony, possession of marijuana, intent to distribute, possession of codeine with intent to distribute, and possession of cocaine. 188, same individuals, again, possession of machine gun and participating in street gang activity, possession of marijuana and intent to distribute, possession of codeine with intent to distribute, possession of cocaine. All right, 189, DeMonte Kendrick, possession of firearm by a convicted felon, previously convicted of a felony involved in the use of possession of firearm. Then you have possession of firearm or knife during the commission of attempt to commit certain felonies, possession of a firearm and convicted felon. Then you have 190, Shannon Stillwell, possession of firearm, convicted felon, previously convicted of felony involving the use of possession of a firearm. And then the final 191, defendant Marvius Nichols, an associate, did by commit a felony offense of possession of firearm by a convicted felon, previously convicted of a felony involving the use of or possession of a firearm. Woo! Okay, that is it, y'all. Woo! Okay, these are other counts with the other individuals, y'all, and this is the murder. The people that are for murder on count 2 is Jarvis Bradford, Tudor, Justin Cobb, aka Dunwat, DeMonte Kendrick, aka Yak Gotti, Demines McCullen, aka Nard, Shannon Stillwell, aka Shannon Jackson. And this is the murder, 2015, of Donovan Thomas. Okay. Count 3 is a grand jury for most citizen charge. And this is Huey. He's charged with robbery for 2019. Count number 4. This is Huey, aka Quay, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Count 5, grand jury, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Count 6, possession of a firearm by commission of a felony, by committing commission of a felony. And that's Huey, aka Quay. 7, you have Huey again, possession of a firearm, commission of a felony. 7. Number 8 is BB, theft by receiving property. Number 9, you have BB, Controlled Substance Act. 10, you have BB, you have Controlled Substance Act. 11, you have BB, Controlled Substance Act, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. 12, BB, participation of street gang activity, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance, sale of marijuana. 13, you have Quantavious Greer, unful, theft by receiving stolen property. Number 14, you have Huey, you have armed robbery. 15, you have Huey, armed robbery. 16, you have Huey, armed robbery, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. 17, you have Huey, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Number 18, you have Huey, hijack of a motor vehicle, first degree. 19, you have Huey, possession of firearm with during a commission of a felony. 20, you have Huey, possession of a firearm, commission of a felony. 21, you have Huey, you have participating in street gang activity. 22, Huey, you have participated in street gang activity, armed robbery. Number 23, Huey got participation in the street gang. 23, assault, robbery, armed robbery, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, hijack a motor vehicle, first degree. 24, you have Jimmy Winfrey, Roscoe, violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act. 25, Winfrey, Roscoe, you have possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. You have Winfrey, Roscoe, participation in a criminal street gang. 27, you have BB, you have Eppinger, BB and Eppinger, they have armed robbery. That was 27. 28, you have BB, Eppinger, a hijack of vehicle, first degree. 29, you have Eppinger, possession of a firearm by a first offender, probationary. 30, you have Antonio Sledge, aka Mung Tung, possession of firearm, convicted felon, previously convicted of felony involved in the use of possession of firearm. 31, you have Christian Eppinger, theft by taken. 32, you have Christian Eppinger, attempted murder. You have 33, Christian Eppinger, attempted murder. 34, Christian Eppinger, possession of a firearm by a first offender, probationary. 35, Christian Eppinger, possession of a firearm by a first offender, probationary. You have 36, Christian Eppinger, possession of firearm during commission of a felony. 37, you have Christian Eppinger, possession of a firearm during a commission of a felony. 38, you have Christian Eppinger, participation of a criminal street gang activity. 39, you have Christian Eppinger, participating in street gang activity. 40, you have Khalif Adams, aka Bobby Hunt, DeMonte Garlington, aka D, aka Scarface, Jalen Merrick, aka Set Trip, aka J-Man, attempted murder. 41, Jaden Merrick, aka Set Trip, aka J-Man, possession of a weapon by incarcerated individual. 42, Khalif Adam, aka Bobby Hunt, Damon K. Garlington, aka D, aka Scarface, Jaden Merrick, aka Setup, aka J-Man, participating in street gang activity, criminal street gang activity. Number 43, Khalif Adam, aka Bobby Hunt, Damon Ken Garlington, aka D, aka Scarface, Jaden Merrick, aka Set Trip, aka J-Man, participating in a criminal street gang activity. Um, 44, Marquavius Huey, aka Quay. 10, Quavius Mender, aka Nard, aka Stunna, possession of a weapon by incarcerated individual. 45, Marquavius Huey, aka Quay. Marquavius Mender, aka Nard, aka Stunna, possession of telecommunication device by incarcerated individual. 46, Marquavius Huey, aka Quay, Tanquavius Mender, aka Nard, aka Stunna, participation in a street gang activity. All right, 47, Christian Eppinger, aka Briss, Antonio Sullivan, aka Obama, committed conspiracy to commit a crime. 48, Christian Eppinger, aka Briss, Antonio Sumlin, aka Obama, participation in street gang activity, criminal street gang activity. Count 49, Miles Foley, aka Slatto, aka Lil Miles, Demarcin Art Garrington, aka D, aka Scarface, Quamavius Nichols, aka Quay, Shannon Stillwell, aka Shannon Jackson, aka SB, murder. 50, Miles Farley, aka Slater, aka Little Miles, aka Demonkin Garlington, aka D, aka Scarface, Quamavius Nichols, aka Quay, Shannon Stillwell, aka Shannon Jackson, aka SB, participating in street gang. 51, count 51, Miles Farley, I'm just going to say one name, Miles Farley, Demonkin Garlington, Marquavius Nichols, Shannon Stillwell, participating in a street gang. Criminal street gang. I'm just going to say street gang. 52, Shannon Stillwell. Possession of firearm by a convicted felon previously convicted of a felony involving the use of or possession of a firearm. 53, Quamavius Nichols. Possession of a firearm by a convicted felon previously convicted of felony involved in the use of possession of a firearm. 54, Miles Farley, Garlington, Nichols, Stillwell, possession of a firearm during a commission of a felony. 55, Dorsey, Sumlin, conspiracy to commit a crime. 56, Jeffrey Williams, participation in a street gang. 57, Martinez Arnold, DeMonte Kendrick, Jeffrey Williams, participating in a street gang, criminal street gang. 58, Martinez, Arnold, Kendrick, Williams, violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute. 59, Arnold, Kendrick, Williams, controlled substance. 60, Arnold, Kendrick, Williams, possession of cocaine. 61, Arnold, Kendrick, Williams, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. 62, Arnold, Kendrick, Williams, possession of a machine gun. 63, Kendrick, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon previously convicted of a felony during the use and commission The use or possession of a firearm. 64. Stan Shannon Stillwell, aka possession of a firearm by a convicted felon previously convicted of a felony involved in the use or possession of a firearm. And 65. Nichols, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon previously convicted of a felony involved in the use of a possession of a firearm. Woo! All right, that was it, y'all. I had to do it that fast way. That was it. I hope whoever, I'm tired. My mouth is tired now. Whoever, unsuspected state, Iron, telling. All right. All right, guys, I got it. All right, so I hope whoever was the one that was asking me what the charges were, those were the charges, guys. And my mouth is so tired. Now I see why those people drink so much water, because my mouth is so like dry right now. I gotta go find me some water. Hold on, I got my water right here. It was like so dry. Woo! Got water all up on my. Now I gotta go find me some. Which one of them slept with Fanny that allegedly was? I don't know. I don't know who slept with Fanny. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know none of that stuff. I don't know gossip. I don't know who slept with Fanny. It was a lot, Drea. It was a lot. Yeah, do y'all like my glasses? Do y'all like my glasses? Do y'all like my glasses? My new glasses. Do y'all like my glasses? You said, how do I feel about Thank you, y'all. I appreciate it. Now I can see. I can't use that excuse. Oh, I can't see. Remember how I used to mess up words and stuff like that? No, I was having issues with my glasses before. I couldn't see too well. But I see so good now. Okay. Okay, so somebody had asked me for clippings. What did you guys? Y'all say y'all wanted to see some clippings, right? Which clipping did you want to see? Somebody asked me for a clipping. Which clipping did you guys want to see? Do you want from my camera or do you want like? Aw, thank you, Slim Mac. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, y'all having your own conversation. I don't even know what y'all talking about. Of course. Oh, yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. The video of the car. You want to see the video of the car going into the laundromat? I don't have that video. I don't think I have. Do I have that video? I don't think I have that video. It's on the internet? Do we have it on the internet, y'all? Let me see if I can find it on the internet. Let's see. Let's see, we got this going on here. Let's see. Let's see. We got this one right here. Is this the one you're talking about?
Driver is fed up with being questioned during and being called to testify in the YSL trial. Now, prosecutors are pushing him to admit details about a crime allegedly involving rapper YoungThug. Atlanta News First reporter Rachel Aragon is live outside the Fulton County Courthouse for us tonight. Rachel, what's going on in this courtroom?
Yeah, witness Adrian Bean has been on the stand since the very end of last month, and he's made it very clear he does not want to be here. And both prosecutors and defense attorneys really struggling to get any information out of him because, as he claims, he doesn't remember much of anything in previous years.
Everything that happened in 2013 or whatever has been put behind me.
From his first day on the stand, witness Adrian Bean has been consistent about what he remembers from 2013.
People constantly hit me with this, keep constantly asking me this and that and third about what's going on in 2013 or whatever. I don't remember. I don't know nothing about 2013.
It's the year the state claims Bean was the getaway driver in a crime connected to the defendants. Prosecutors claim an alleged 2013 robbery led to an officer-involved shooting, and that Jeffrey Williams, aka YoungThug, played a role in the robbery but was able to get away.
Sure, I'm on trial for anything. Can I be excused, Your Honor?
Bean has testified that drugs have affected his long-term memory.
I don't remember, sir.
But that hasn't stopped attorneys from asking him about the 2013 alleged robbery on Tuesday.
Can I get a water or something? I'm so high right now, y'all. I'm about to go to sleep on y'all.
Even pictures from the alleged incident didn't seem to refresh his memory.
The 2004 Nissan Altima.
Again, I see a picture. I don't remember.
And defense attorneys again claiming that YSL is not a gang but simply the name of a record label. They also claim that the defendants have nothing to do with the alleged crimes highlighted in court by the prosecutors. As for the trial, it's scheduled to continue tomorrow afternoon. We're live in downtown Atlanta. Rachel Aragon, Atlanta News First.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard that, right? He don't remember. He's so high right now. Y'all remember that. So is that what you were looking for? Who was that asked me that question? Sweet lady sugar. Is that the one you were talking about? Was that you that asked me that question? Yeah, it was you that asked me that question. That's the closest thing I can come to with that. I don't see the whole video of it, of the car going into the laundromat. But anyway, guys, I'm about to take my butt off this live so I can find me something. No, that's good. I actually feel sorry for the 3 witnesses. I've never seen the video. Thanks. Never seen that video. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome there. My dear, my dear. I'm looking very studious with my glasses, right? I look like a teacher, don't I? What exactly does YSL stand for? Well, according to them, it's Young Slime Life or Young Stoner Life. You ate some gumbo for lunch. You didn't share it. You didn't share it, Tika. You didn't share it. Let's go grab a bite. Oh, where we gonna go grab a bite at, Slim? Hold on, I got a phone call. Hold on. Sorry, guys, I'm back. Do we know if Steele filed a motion yet today? Ever? I haven't seen anything come through yet, y'all. I haven't seen anything come through yet. But he do have until 5 o'clock. I don't see anything come through yet. Old lady gang or busy BS or anything you down for, Sylvia? Old lady gang or busy BS or anything you down for, Miss Sylvia? I don't know. Is that a restaurant? Old lady gang? I never heard of that. To state a Young Slime Life but isn't registered on as Stoner Life. That's Busy Bee. That's a restaurant close by. I'm very hungry. I'm very hungry right now. All right, guys. Yes, it's in MLK. Email me. We could try. We could do something. Email me. It's 3:45. Wonder why the judge keep denying Mr. Harvey's motion to separate his client. You don't have my email? Hold on. Let me give you my email. Give you this email. You give you this one right now. Candy's mom escaped work there? Oh, okay. You like my glasses, Bless? I like them too, y'all. I like my glasses. What time is argument? It start tomorrow starts at 9 o'clock. We have to be at court at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Oh, let me see if what's name got the paperwork today. Her mom owns it along with her sister. You say it's too late for them to sever them? That's not true. You can do anything, even with trial started. Because I saw that with IFN. They took plea deal while trial was going on. And trial was going on when the other ones got severed. Remember? But so you don't think he filed a... Hold on, let me call the person because I don't have Chrissy, that's you, Chrissy. That you, it was you I was doing this for. It was you that was doing this for. And you and another person and a couple of other people reached out to me and asked me to just give the breakdown. Okay, I can tell you. Remember, I said there are 12 defendants the case had been severed, right? Then you have those who have taken plea deal, right? And you have those that's been taking plea deals. You have, so I could tell you the ones that has taken plea deals. Hold on, let's go to my thing. You have, I was trying to do it by memory, but I can't remember everybody by memory. So I'm going to go and see if I can see it on this thing here. Oh, my throat's itching. You have DK Murphy. He took a plea deal. You have Wooney Lee, took a plea deal. You have Stevens, who took a plea deal. You have Sumlin, who took a plea deal. You have Sledge, who took a plea deal. You have Kitchen, who took a plea deal. You have Greer, who took a plea deal, but his got revoked. Remember? You have Farley, who took a plea deal. That's 8 individuals, and I can't remember the other two. The other two took plea deal. I can't remember the other two. And then the ones that's since separated is, my throat is itching. You have Garlington, who's oh my God, my throat is itching. You have Garlington, you have Eppinger, you have Fleetwood, you have Adams, you have McMullen, you have hold on, let me finish writing out my list. Hold on. $9 a.m. Atlanta time. Yes, 9 a.m. You know it's not going to be 9 a.m., y'all. Y'all know it's not going to be 9 a.m. Y'all know that. Come on. I think once the jury pick and trial has started, severance and plea deals are very rare. If he is severed, there would be dramatic effort on the rest. Oh, yeah. Dorsey took a plea deal. And who's the other one after Dorsey? Dorsey took a plea deal. Dorsey took a plea deal. I thought Dorsey was still in there. Dorsey got severed, didn't he? Didn't Dorsey get severed? Y'all know y'all gonna make me go through my paperwork. Y'all gonna make me go through my paperwork. Dorsey case was dropped. Because remember, Jimenez is his attorney. You know what? I'm going to ask him. Hold on. Let me ask the attorney. Oh, what? Let me ask Jimenez. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me ask him. Hold on a second. I'm going to ask him. Just bear with me a second. I'm going to ask Jimenez. I'm going to ask.
Your call has been forwarded.
Okay. My call has been forwarded to us. He's probably busy in court. Oh, he said he can't answer right now. Okay. Okay, I'm going to find out. Little Rod case just got overturned, guys. Little Rod case just got. Oh, okay. Okay. He won his case. Dorsey's case was dismissed. So Dorsey's case was dismissed. So Dorsey was dismissed. Okay. They won. His case was dismissed. Okay, let me just see if they got my stuff. All right, guys, I'm about to go. When Little Rod get life. His case has been overturned, guys. He gets a new trial. Little Rod gets a new trial. It was overturned. It was just done last week. Remember the month before they were figuring out whether or not it was going to get overturned or if new trial. Well, it has happened. You know what? Let's call his dad. We'll get the answers to that. Hold on. We'll call his dad right now. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to mute once he answers.
Hey, friend.
Hey, how are you?
I'm not doing too great.
What's the matter?
I don't want to be on video.
Okay, there you go. Go ahead and tell him.
They overturned his murder sentence to they're gonna give him a retrial. I don't know when the trial. I spoke to him earlier today, and he told me that that he don't even know when he's going back to court for the YSL thing, but the retrial for his murder case should be coming up soon.
Okay. So I just wanted to tell everybody because they all didn't know it, so I wanted to put it on record.
Yeah, he's him and the guy Bally, whatever his name.
Blaylock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They gave him a re-sentence because they found some information out that will allow them to have a retrial, and she allowed that. So, and he used another lawyer.
It's not going to be
It's not gonna be
D. Williams?
Williams. No.
Okay.
D. Williams. I don't even like that lady.
You on live?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bye. I'm gonna let you go. We'll talk later.
Yeah, delete that part.
It's too late. Bye. Get off my phone. Bye. He forgot he was on live, y'all. Oh my God. Oh Lord. He's funny. Okay. He forgot that quick. Yes, he did. He forgot that quick, but y'all heard it. Oh God. Oh my goodness. Okay. We oh my Lord, these people, Lord have mercy. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm about but as you guys know, just a April Fool joke. Yeah, April Fools. It is April Fool. Well, he definitely wanted her to. He definitely do want her. Y'all funny. Hey, JC. JC, you just coming in? I be looking for my YSL gang like you, Drea, Tall Glass. Where Dr. TTH? I don't see her in here today. Hey, Rachel. He's home waiting on his reach out. No, he's in jail still. He's still in jail, Rachel. You've been in and out working? Okay. In and out, working out. Okay. All right, guys, I'm about to close up. Hopefully those who are interested in the case can go back and listen to what they're being charged with and things like that. So if I get if the paperwork gets dropped, I will be coming back to read it to you guys. But if it doesn't, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the live stream for YSL. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. See you tomorrow, whatever you attend. All right, guys. You're welcome, Larry. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I might just come back just to do a chit chat, do a food thing or something. Just go shopping for food. Because I gotta go get them. I'm making red beans and rice, y'all. Making red beans and rice. The turkey sausage, not the turkey sausage. And I'm gonna go get my beans, soak them, and do that. They said, Drea, he must pipe down with the severance thing. All of them are being prejudiced. Shard and Matthews seems to be the only one fighting this Rico with thugs of counsel. He sits there and whine. Drea, hold on. Holla at you tomorrow. Did you get my email? Oh, let me see. Let me see the email. Let me see the email. I didn't get an email. I didn't get an email. I didn't get an email. Did you do my email? Sparks1565@gmail.com. I didn't get an email. No email. Let me send the email out again. SPARKS1565@gmail.com. One time. I'm going to do it in capital letters so you can see. SP. Okay, there it is right here. That's my email. I didn't get an email. I don't know why my email is slow. I still didn't get your email. I'm getting other people's email. I'm so happy to finally hear that little Rod's attorney voice yesterday objecting. I still didn't get the email. Small Mac, Slim, Slime, Slim Mac. I didn't get an email. All right, hold on a second. There's a bond order for the material witness. Hold on, see, there's something just file. Hold on a second. I still don't see the email. Yeah, I don't see the email. I don't see the email. Oh, hold on, another thing popped up. Hold on. All right, guys. So send me the email because I didn't get an email from you. All right, guys. I'm about to end this live. I'll see you guys later. Okay, I see it. I got you now. How much longer? He has about like 7 years or something like that. We pathetic. We didn't know how bad it's been when living home on YouTube. Call Big Jeff. Hold on. Who was that asked me that question? Sweet Lady Sugar. He'll be out in a few months. He'll be out in a few months. A few months he'll be out. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna make my phone call now so I can go eat. He'll be out in a few months. Gotta go. You guys been great. Have a good one. Peace out. Love you guys. Bye. Deuces.